your first, at least from my knowledge, your first appearance into the vlogging world was through Becoming Filipino, Kyle Kulas or Kyle Kulas Jennerman's vlogs.
Yes. Yeah.
I actually started following you through then. How has vlogging affected your life in the beginning as in comparison to how it is now?
I mean, if we go back to the beginning of it all, I mean, the first time I met Kulas was about, how many months? Maybe 6 months before the pandemic started. So
Right.
9 months before I really started appearing on his vlogs regularly.
Right.
And back when I met him first, it was, I mean, I just started with the fish pond. And so it was, I mean, look, that's a difficult business. It's very, very difficult. But I believed, I said to myself, I'll give it a try.
Right.
And I was very, very hands-on, and I put a lot of time and effort into that. And I was very, very hands-on at first, very, very hands-on,
Right.
to the extent that it was my life for quite a while, and especially when lockdown came. That was a very difficult time.
Right.
It was a matter of, well, there was nowhere else I could go. This is where I am. So yeah, and then I experienced a lot of failure for various reasons I've gone into before. I don't really want to go back to, but vlogging for me when I first started was something I said, all right, I'll try it. I had no desire to pick up a camera and point it at my own face, to be honest. And after a few videos, I thought, well, what else am I gonna do or talk about? Follow, cover. And for me, it was just kind of, okay, cool. But then after a while, there was one day where really just it clicked in me that there wasn't really, if I kept doing this fish farming, I was just going to,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So I said, well, why don't I give it a try? Which is when I bought my first camera, my old GoPro.
Right.
Was running at me. And I said, okay, let's give this a go. And then, of course, the final harvest, I mean, that harvest at the end, just before Christmas, that just totally, and I said, and I still remember, well, I've blocked a lot of the memory out, but I still, I know how it was when the next morning, I just, without telling anyone really, just packed my stuff and left.
Right.
And I thought I'd never come back, but I did. Yeah, I thought maybe I'll never come back. But really, I just had to get out of that place because
right.
It's, and I've said a bit about this before, it's the places you go to can often affect. I mean, if something's happened to you in a place, it might be a perfectly fine place, but it leaves these energies behind for you.
Right.
And so whenever I went back for a while, it was that. And so I just started focusing on vlogging because it seemed to be something that was, well, I mean, I don't even look at it working in a business sense. I look at it working in a personal sense,
it's working on yourself.
Yeah. And this is great because, I mean, honestly, if we look at it in a business sense, it's not something that makes me rich. It makes me comfortable, yes, but not rich.
Right.
But that's really beside the point. The whole thing with doing this is actually that I rediscovered the passion that I had when I first came to the Philippines and when I was traveling before, which was what when I first came here, I was trying to do photography and I was trying to tell stories that way. And so it just really, it reignited that passion I had before, except I was now several years older and heavier and not quite able to do things like I used to, but in the same way, it's just the passion was there. And so for me, it was just, I said, okay, well, I can just go out and tell. And I think, if anything, I think a lot of people were expecting that I'd just kind of continue the fish pond thing,
right?
Do a lot of continue that, but I mean, and I tried to, but it's just I came to the realization time right now is not the right time to be doing this, and so
right.
I don't lay things to rest unless I really know I just need to lay them to rest altogether. But I said, okay, I need to actually exposed my mind to different things now. So
Right.
so if the time comes that I can come back to that, then okay. But my mind's actually in a better place, and I'm actually able to think how to do this in a better way.
Right.
So yeah, and I said, okay, let's give this a go.
Yeah.
And